Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know why the cat cam is on. Let's get rid of that. Hello, everybody. Yeah, how is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. Keep the cat cam. Oh, so the cat cam goes on. I've got it on a button so I can toggle it. It will go on when he's actually here. There's no point having the cam on when he is vacant. How are you doing today? I hope you are well. So I feel like my camera once again feels incredibly bright. We had this yesterday. I thought I had sorted it. Hello, Nolig. How are you doing today? You're slightly better today. It's clearing slowly. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, we don't want you to stay being unwell. That would not be good. There you go. That's a little bit less insanely bright. Do I want it? Whoops. A smidge darker. I feel like that's maybe too dark. I've gone from one extreme to another. Is this a happy middle ground? Controlling it with my phone while looking at the screen. Reckon brighter or darker? Hello, Mandy. Hello, Amelia. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me. Hello, Rosh. How are you doing today? I don't know what's going on with my throat. Struggling to speak, apparently. Hi, Kirst. How are you? I'm maybe the slightly brighter one. Oh, you like the darker? Okay. We'll go for the darker. We usually have, I think the brighter setting is the one we usually have on. So we'll go for the darker setting today. You're feeling a little better. Good, because you've been not great for a minute there. Yeah, you've been not great for a minute there, Amelia. I'm sorry to hear that. I do hope you're doing better. Is easier on the eyes. Yeah. Sadly not any easier on my eyes. I still have the very bright light in my face. But in the changes for the things today, anyone on Twitch, we now have a new... I've gone back to the basic chat thing. I'm slimming down my stream layout in preparation for hopefully doing some more mobile streaming. I don't mean on phone, I mean out and about. So being able to stream from my laptop, so the fewer plugins I'm reliant on, the better. So I've got rid of a couple, and I think I don't think we've lost anything. The chat now looks like basic chat, which I think is probably fine because it was kind of hard to read before anyway. And all of the notifications are now styled so that they look like they're all from the same plugin. You're on very strong medication now. Well, I hope you get no side effects. Wishing you all the best. Hey Dash, I'm alright, thank you. How are you? You can use the LED glow light and switch off the light. I think you know that setup. Well, I mean, so I have room lights. So this room is quite softly lit. I then just have one very bright light facing directly on me. Because yeah, I know enough that I need to be lit. As much as it's a little uncomfortable for me. Yeah, when I sort my setup, if I move, I will try to find a way that I don't have to have a softbox like directly in my face, but we'll deal. Were the music recommendations okay? They were. I got through all of yours. The person you recommended, where I didn't know the song, I listened to a couple of other songs by them, and I was halfway through Hannah's list. I had to keep stopping because I was trying to sort out notification sounds for the stream, and I had to like volume match everything to the stream volumes. Purple light in the dark. No, I've been there. I've done that. I don't like sitting in the dark the whole time I'm on stream. I may go back to that, but that's what I used to do. So it used to be like a dark, it used to be dark purple, and like you could see at that point I had a what do you call them, RGB computer and stuff, and you could see all of that. And yeah, now I like a more plain. The camera I use, yes, that's a little bit of a contradiction. You can't really have a good bright softbox that isn't harsh on the eyes. What you can do is have multiple softboxes and light the space that way, but that would involve buying another one, because I'm down to just the one right now. And yeah, this close to potentially having to build an entirely new stream setup. I don't really want to be spending money if I don't have to, so I'm making do with just the one. And then yeah, if I end up building a new room later this year, I will reconsider at that point, because I still have my old softboxes from when I used to stream full time, but they are huge. Like my current one is about this size, right? So it's a bright light about this size just behind the camera. And then the ones I used to use, so this is my current one. The old ones I used to use, no joke, were like this sort of size. Like huge things. Like twice the size of my monitors. More than twice the size of my monitors. I had two of them on either side. Like, it was intense. But better lighting. You think placing the light further away from me is good? I can't. This is as far away as it goes. You can feel my eyes burning. It's okay. It's not too bad. That's why I'm wearing my glasses, though. Give me a little bit of... reduce a little bit of the eye strain. Hello, Shine Gaming. How are you today? I think we'll probably swap to the gaming a little earlier today, as I will be away on a holiday for the next couple of days. So this is actually going to be the last stream this week, sadly. So yeah, I want to make the most of it, because the story may not progress while I'm away. In fact, it won't progress while I'm away, because I won't have Sims with me. Yes, yeah. These are my my reading glasses, and they have blue light filters. Where am I going? I'm going on a little trip with my dad, as it's his birthday. Well, it's not his birthday, it's for his birthday. Spending a couple of days with my parents. It'd be nice. Oh, Sims has not seen itself. Anytime you like Sims, there we go. Anywhere nice, that would be telling. But yeah, somewhere nice. It's somewhere I've been a few times before and just haven't been for a while, so it'll be nice to check it out. A bit more of an explore. Okay. My instinct is saying that I should save the current version of this to the gallery. No, not to the gallery, to my inventory before we mess with it. Because at the moment it has a million bedrooms, and I feel like that's just not fitting needs anymore. So I wonder whether we just take some time doing a bit of a redecorate, maybe. But I also don't want to lose this version. Save. So we want to save this. We'll call this Ingram Mansion. Whoops. Mansion. Original. And it's got more than the maximum number. How many bathrooms does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 bathrooms. Have a great time. Thank you. Is that my build? It is indeed, Rachel. It is indeed. You bought a Corvette. Impressive. Very nice. Not a stock car. Very nice. You haven't seen me in 2 days and the house got enormous. What happened? We went back to an old house. We went back to the family mansion. What is to the right of the plant on the wall behind me? There are lights. If you mean this thing like here, that's just a reflection. Ooh. My chair got stuck. Why? Because our spouse married... so our main character married a woman who then killed her and has taken over the family estate. I'm really hoping that... So I've got all these other houses and I don't know where they've come from. Right, so that's the original. I just don't want to lose this. Right, I'm going to be that guy. I'm just going to quickly go and make a backup of my game because I really don't want to lose this version. Vampires live there. No, I don't have the vampires expansion. Good morning. I mean, if it's morning for you, fair enough. It is absolutely not morning for me. Goodness me, I've still got so much stuff open. Probably should have tidied up a little bit. Let's swap over to this. Sims. Let's create a folder in my backups thing. Sims. New folder. Backups. We will call this Ingram Mansion, and what are we, 2025 March 27. Sweet. Okay, cool. We are backed up. And now we can play. It's a different story than the woman who was supposed to adopt cats. That's the one who died, Nolig. That's the one who died. It got very dramatic. I look better without the glasses, you think? Thank you. I mean, probably good that I look better without the glasses. But yes, wearing glasses is the sensible thing for me. You're watching them tomorrow. Watching what tomorrow? Those streams? I think maybe peeps should be on top of the chat. Just reordering this a little bit. There we go. They're on my account. Yay. So all of my streams are on my YouTube, and obviously there's like 2 months of VODs that gets auto-saved on Twitch. Does a family currently live in this build? Yep. Yep, our new villain character pulling a nice villainy pose right here for us. Yes, yeah, all the drama. All the drama. Right, so we have this lot saved, so we can effectively just fresh start now. Which is good. So we've got what I think should stay as 2 master bedrooms. I think really everything else is kind of up for grabs. I think there should be... I mean, we could just leave it for now and just do some playing and try and invest our money in getting the apartments up and running, maybe. We could always have her sell a bunch of the stuff. I think maybe just having her running the gallery straight off the bat. I'm trying to figure out like what what makes more sense for the story. Does she have kids? She does. She has one kid. Hello, Harry. How are you today? Excuse me. Hello, Christopher. How are you? Thank you very much for the follow. Hi. Would I rather have a portal gun or swap with any person in the world? Hi, have you swapped over from YouTube? Yeah. Welcome. You'll now have a little character on the screen. Portal gun or swap with any person in the world? I mean, the ability to swap with any person in the world, I feel like would have more applications. Depends on what the rules are for swapping though. Hey Mona, you changed your profile picture. It's dabbing now. I can just about make that out. Hi Ben, thank you for the follow. What's your plan with the mansion? Now, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out whether she would move in and just immediately go for making money. Because, okay, so I'm trying not to just gamify it, because what I want to do is have her just run the gallery now, make some money so that we can go build those apartment complexes we were talking about. But I don't know if that makes sense for her character, like whether she would want to decorate up here. Honestly, part of me is wondering whether from the story perspective, whether she would just sell it and build something new and modern. That feels like what she would do. It's going to be a little bit gut-wrenching to sell the house in an unfinished state, but I feel like that's what her character would do. Just sell the mansion. I mean, she wants the appearance of money, right? Because she's designed herself to like look all rich. I don't know. Zelinius? Oh, thank you very much. Who is she? So, our main character, who was a lovely lady who moved to the big city for the first time and was trying to be a food critic and was trying to make friends, and it was just all going horribly wrong, was romanced by this seemingly innocent young woman who very quickly got engaged and they eloped actually, and then moved in together. And then promptly, it didn't end well. There are people here who don't know the storyline, so I won't spoil it. But it didn't end well. So we're now playing as the wife of our previous main character, who has a bit of a villainous streak. She's trying to establish herself. She's trying to build a legacy to establish wealth. So I'm trying to figure out, like, her taking over the inheritance and taking over the family mansion makes sense, but I'm trying to figure out whether she would take over the mansion and do it up, or whether she would just sell the mansion to build something more modern. Yeah, or maybe live somewhere simpler. Because I feel as a bit kind of a money-oriented person, she would be wanting to invest, right? So she'll want to build like a set of apartments so that she can just be rolling off money from the apartments. But if we're doing that, we need to know where the money for the apartments is coming from. So she could sell the house, or she could go and run the fraudulent gallery. Fraudulent gallery will get us somewhere in the region of 30 to 50,000 a day if we run it correctly. Usually about the 30,000 a day end. So if we're wanting to build a massive apartment complex, it's going to take a while. Not necessarily a problem, but it would take a while. Whereas if she just sold the mansion straight off the bat, it's like almost 700,000. So if she sold it and then, I mean, for all intents and purposes, she could sell it. She could move back into she could move back into the apartment in Nordhaven and then build the apartment complex. Or would she just do up the castle? The mansion. You think she'd want her own place? You said you're going to play the guitar in the future. I will. When? No time soon, that's for sure. Could make over the mansion into a vintage apartment complex. Yeah, it's just not super good for money. I also feel like she'd be wanting to like build wealth on wealth, right? Which this isn't currently. Oh, I also need to do the trick to like ping all of her bucket list. Also, how, because there's another money one. Okay, so we can do a bunch of these aspirations off the back. Let me just see if I can remember how to do this. Hey Paul, new pack idea for Sims real estate. That's basically what For Rent is. Do I play any other games? Nope, I play Sims. Right, so I think if we change this to residential and then go into play mode, she immediately completes Mansion Baron. She completed. Interesting. It says that she's completed it, but then it hasn't updated. Sims? Classic Sims. Okay, but she is also shrewd enough to know that she can make more money by wangling the rules. So let me just have a quick looky, because I think there's a little trick to reducing bills in large properties. Right, like that. Sweet. Okay. So, progress. True but more advanced. Pardon? Hello, Annie. How you doing today? Right, so the reward store. We've now got 5,500 to spend straight off the bat. So we could invest in more money trees, for example. We could invest in frugal to keep the costs down. We could invest in frugal. I mean, more money plants maybe, but for those that aren't aware, we already have 4 money plants, money trees growing slowly out the back. So, I mean, there's straight away a bunch of money for her. So we could just continue investing in this money forest. We have 5,000 straight off the bat. I'm not sure that she'll be struggling on the bills front. I think my inclination is to continue the money forest. And what we can do is go to the gallery and earn some to storm our way through the fabulously wealthy, and then she can make money off the interest, right? That's how that works. By buying multiple properties like houses and doing them up and selling them on. Yeah, that's not a bad plan, actually. That would be a cool mod. You going to cook some dinner and leave the stream open? No worries. Thank you, Nolik. Yeah, this is the Ingram Manor. Especially if you have the shrewd trait. Sorry, what was that in relation to? Basil, right? We're just going to scrap all this basil. Because we don't care. Okay, I think we should maybe... Can we just... Oh, we can just plant the trees. Okay. So I think what would be fun is to effectively try and set up like a grove. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 apart? 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right. I can't remember how far apart they're supposed to be. Okay, let's go for that. That feels like acceptable spacing. Okay, and we will just scrap all of these. Okay. The start of the money forest. Place in... Didn't work. Okay, so we're gonna have her go and plant this. Gonna make sure that she has cold a nanny. Scheduled maid, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna have to like restart all of these things. Sorry about that. Scheduled maid, scheduled gardening service. Where's the option gone? Hire service. Ranch. But we need to do everything. Okay, we're just going to have to do this one at a time. Oh, getting interest. I don't think she has the shrewd trait though. May followed. Thank you very much, May. How you doing today? Hello, Mabine. You started your game again. How come? Oh, thank you for the follow. Stony Kitty. Nice name. As you're new here, when you put your first message in chat, you'll have a little character that's made, which is my game, and that's how to use it. I guess technically one of my games. Okay, so Butler is en route. Do I play Black Myth Wukong? No, I said I just play Sims. Simming with April follow. Thank you. Hello. You learnt yesterday, if you just leave a lot, your kid will be sent to daycare at no cost. Interesting. That feels abusable. I've forgotten which ones I've done already. I think Ranch Hand was the next one she was doing. Oh, no, she wasn't. Okay, we still need to do Ranch Hand then. Ira Service. Okay, hopefully that's everybody coming in. sell money fruit. So I'm guessing this just continues to get money fruit. So I can just ding. She's basically just earning money from having a forest. What's my favorite novel? Ooh, what's my favorite novel? That's an excellent question. Oh, I'm not sure. You get the shrewd trait with the fabulously wealthy aspiration. Ah, okay. Thank you. Where did she even go? She's down here. Oh, she's already going to the bathroom. Excellent. I like how there's just food. There's food left over. There's food left over that is still okay to eat. Like 4 generations later. Ridiculous. It's sumac. I'm telling you, she is a demon and a killer. How was she? This person has been the nanny, the maid, something like that, for 5 generations and not aged. Something is very wrong. I don't trust her. I'm definitely writing her into the law because it's just weird. It's just weird. Do I have unplayed aging on? Mm-hmm. Everybody else is aging. There are 2 Sims that haven't aged. One of them worked in the gallery in our 2nd generation. The other is her. She has also not aged. Bizarre. Do I use mods? No mods, no cheats, no CC. Your nanny doesn't age at all, but your vet and tattoo artist dies almost instantly. Oof. She could be one of the immortal Sims. There are a few of those. Are there really? I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so the question is, do we have her run the gallery or do we just wait and go with the money trees? Like, she's not in need of money right now, right? So she doesn't need to go and run the business, but the business would make her more money faster. Should we have her run the business? I'm trying to figure out whether that like makes sense with her character or not. Would she just sit on the money? How would she make money outside of the original rent? Run the business, you reckon, Ishan? You didn't know either until you saw another simmer talking about it and did research. Interesting. Happy Thursday. Thank you. Right, how much is this apartment worth? Almost nothing. Good. Because that's the one where all the bad stuff happened. So we will just leave that. And yeah, we really just need to get her as much money we can as fast as possible so that she can start investing elsewhere. So yeah, we can go and have her run the business. It's all right. I read through the mistake, Kenny. How can she afford this house? Because she inherited it. Okay, so the question is, if we just go to the shop, what happens to the kid? Can we find out? I feel like she wouldn't really care. Marry rich men, then kill them off, taking their money. I mean, she has inherited over $1 million worth of estate in her, forcing her way into the family. I think she's doing okay. Question is, has the business maintained all its perks? Yes. Excellent. So you can pick up right where Alex left off. Right, but presumably there are no employees. Yeah, he's still here. How is he still here? Oh no, he's still here. That means there's going to be... yeah. There's going to be... Wait. I can't remember how this works. Okay, so there's this really strange bug, if nobody has encountered this yet. Faye, thank you for the follow. If you have a business and you have employees and you keep the business but don't run the business, and you go off and you play some other Sims like we've been doing. So we've owned this business, just never opened the business. But we've been off and we've done all these other things, right? Never opened the business. Not once. I am pretty sure we will be charged the employee wages as if we had run the business every day during the time that we have been away. And I thought there was a way of seeing how much that was going to be beforehand, but I can't remember. All I remember is when it hits, it's like, it can be quite a big figure. But anyway, yeah, so we need to hire some new employees. Who are we going to hire? Hey, look, one of our in-laws. Making you want to play Sims. Go play Sims. They should go to daycare. Thank you, Kenny. Could have been a good story, though. It could have been. So annoying. Should only happen if you leave it open. Yeah, that's what I think, but it's Sims. This is just how it works. I mean, would she run the gallery with a relative? Or would she use strangers? I guess she would probably want to be distancing herself from the family, right? Let's go with... you... and you... I'll do. Okay, open the shop. I'm guessing it's not charging this time. Last time I did this, I got charged like 80,000. Immediately for the employees' wages. Yeah, she can just have a nap for a minute. So annoying. If you hire a family member, do the wages go back to your household funds? It's a good point. I don't know. Hey Leo, you occasionally get the email that you're streaming. Can't believe it's been 11 years since we first started playing. It has been a very long time. Still drinking peppermint tea? Yep, I certainly am. Certainly am, Leo. How are you getting on? It has been a minute for sure. There should be a twist where one of the family members finds out about her and takes the child and makes her disappear. Again, we don't force the story though. Like if that's where it ends up going, then sure, but why are they employee? Oh, they're the employees, that's why. Okay, assign work task, answer questions. Assign work task, answer questions. Already answered questions. Fabulous. Thank you for the sticker, Annie. Okay, I have already... Did she just... cry? She's crying for her lost partner. What is the business? It's an art gallery. It's a fraudulent art gallery. Has she just straight up... ignored what I was saying? Yeah, pretty much. Solid. Gotta run, but wanted to chime in and say, hey, thank you. Until next time, Liam. Look after yourself. Yeah, I mean, there's things that we might want to happen next, but whether it actually does happen next is a good question. I just realized my sound's really low. There we go. You like to talk more, but you're unwell, and you're trying to keep... You will try to keep the talking up. It's okay, Christina. You can just chill. Isaac-y, thank you for the follow. Yeah, if you're not well, just relax. It's okay. You don't need to talk. Just sit and enjoy. Why is she in pajamas? Please. Oh, we never finished making all her outfits. Should have done that. Okay. I got like half the outfits done. You're blaming the strong medication, sure. I mean, she could also zhuzh up the... Nah, I feel like she probably wouldn't want to zhuzh it up. Wouldn't want to draw too much attention. Who knows? Is she still just... Is she still just really sleepy? Okay. Discuss shopping preferences. Why? Oh, he's just bad at his job. That's all that is. Okay, who... You, sir, need ringing up. I can't remember whether we made it to the faster one. Instant restocking, cheaper restocking, faster checkouts. Faster checkouts. Household members ring up 1400. Okay, so 1400 is the goal. We're almost there. You wish we still had t-shirt weather all day, starting to get chilly at night. No. Yeah, for us it's just starting to get warm. So, yeah, quite the opposite. Ding, ding, ding. Ah, the like instant restocking is such a blessing. It's so much easier. I'm not sure how many of you were around at that point, but when we first started the gallery, we were spending the majority of our day restocking just constantly. It was it was problematic. Okay, we probably should have assigned uniforms because I am struggling to pick out our staff. She's going to eat some yogurt parfait, of course, in the middle of the day. Yeah. I enjoy that she's just like chilling, having yogurt in the middle of the shop. And you please go and ring up the customer. Thank you. Does the auto restock come with business and hobbies? No, no. This is all in the get to work pack, and the things like the auto restock and the reduced price of the restock are business perks that you unlock with your perk points. They are the like most expensive ones. We were running this business for a fair while.
Save your game.
Thank you. Oops. Almost threw my ring off. Let's get one that actually fits. You dug out your Sims one with all the expansion packs the other day. Yeah. Yeah, lots of people were playing that when the reworks came out. Oh, she's just crying again. She's putting on a good performance. Let's word it that way. Pretending to be sad for a lost partner. It will be interesting to see how much we make in this first day. It seems like not a lot, though. I also feel like I've not been very good at managing the staff, because I can't tell who they are apart from Panya. Panya's another one of those ones that never dies. Oh, they're literally just sat out here. What are you doing? He's already doing this. No, he's not. Huh? Have they just got stuck? No wonder the business isn't going well. Two of our employees are just chilling out the back, having a chat. What other businesses can you own with the pack get to work? Well, so this isn't one that we own. This is one that we made. So you can make pretty much. I mean, not pretty much. You can make a lot of things. But it's because I think there are like 3 or 4 jobs that you can go and do. And then all the other businesses are based around selling something. So anything where you're directly selling something you can do. So if you wanted to set up a furniture shop or a supermarket or an electronics store or a garden center. Hopefully you get the vibe. It's those sort of things. That made me jump. That is our first break time. I'm just going to quickly finish up this day. This day that hasn't gone brilliantly, to be honest. It's not too bad though. We've made some money. Slowly get back into the flow. We've got some people. We'll find out how much we're going to be spending on employees' salaries. Okay, so we'll restock. So we're starting fresh and then close. Total wages 0. Huh? Huh? What? Hey? We hired 2 new employees and Panya was working the whole day. How do we have no wages? Don't question it. Maybe she just blackmailed them into leaving. No idea what's going on. I'll take it. I feel like her story would be that she was pressuring them to work for free or something, right? Cool. Right. First break time though. Maybe because they were just chatting. Maybe they were just such dreadful employees. She just refused to pay them. Yeah, we're going to take the first break. I will be back in 3 minutes, and then we will continue, hopefully, earning some money. Yeah, towards getting this wealthiness perk. It's a better way to word that. Yeah, back in 3 minutes. Be right back. Hello, wonderful people of the stream. How are you all doing today? I have 35,000 in reserve. That's nice and easy. We can pull some money from the business. Let's pull 80. Earned 200,000. Okay, let's pull another 100,000. Easy breezy. Select a new aspiration. 5-star property owner, market magnate. Run a food sale from a residential lot. Doesn't seem like her cup of tea. I tell you what, the gems one might not be a bad one for her. Renaissance sim. Successful lineage. Deviance. Villainous Valentine. I am unsure. The property owner one does make sense, apart from it's bugged. It's very, very bugged. It doesn't work correctly. Because we tried to do that one a bunch of times and it just auto failed on loop. So Crystal Crafter, I feel like she might be the kind of person who's interested in gems and gemstones. Or popularity, maybe. Grow your small business to hopeful hustle. Right, that's the new one. Successfully advise and influence the lives of other Sims. Become good friends with other Sims. Live in a residential rental. Meet a residential rental neighbor. Have the property owner visit your unit. Again, that doesn't really apply to any of us. Any of it doesn't apply to us. Words. Party animal. Introduce self. Throw social events. I mean, feasibly, maybe? Like throwing parties at her big manor. That could work. Have 4 grandchildren. Mentor your child. Yeah, she doesn't really seem like that kind. We'll think on it. We'll think on it. She has enough for another money tree. She also has a bunch of money in the bank now. Enough, I imagine, to pretty much just live off the interest seemingly indefinitely. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Just wait, Rush. Most people that clears up as they get older. Try and keep your face clean. That's about it. If it's really, really bad, you may need to go to a doctor and get specific medication. Okay, so we've got some money. I'm not sure that 200,000 is enough for... I don't think it's enough for the apartment complex that we want to make. So she could continue the complex next to where she used to live. But to be honest, I quite like the park. You know how we built the kind of the small park to fill out the small... We built the park to pad out the large lot that we built the small house in. Got there eventually. I kind of like that. I think it helps break up the scenery a little bit. So I think my inclination is to leave that house as is. There is also that one town, right? There's the empty town. So we could always go for her building a series of... Did she just abandon that? Or did she eat it? I was not paying enough attention. So we could go for her trying to slowly build up that area, right? Also, is anyone here who's a little bit more experienced in Sims know if you can remove existing buildings without mods or cheats? So, like a bar or a lounge, can you modify the existing ones without messing with the game? Is that a thing? Yes, you just delete it. Ah, okay. Okay. So there's the possibility that she could try and take over a town. So she could, story-wise, she could purchase a rundown bar and like nuke it and put something else up. Cool. More related Sims dying. What do we think we should do first? I guess what we want to be doing... Rip Allison, yeah. Hello, Amber. We need to try and increase the number of ways that we have of passive income, right? Go into build mode on the lot and look for the bulldozer icon at the top. Yeah, what I was questioning is, can you do that with public lots, like say the park? You feel like she would maybe own a high-class wine bar. Yeah, so we can style the place and name it that way, but I don't think that we will be able to make any money. So my understanding of all of the businesses on Sims is you can't make money from them unless you are actively opening them, or you just keep hitting the like open business thing in this menu. So we would have to have loads of these and then manually be opening them each day. So would we not be better off, say, investing in like apartments and stuff, like big housing rental units, so that we can increase the passive income, and then when the passive income is high enough, we start taking over a town? Does that make sense? Stephen followed. Thank you very much, Stephen. How are you doing today? You can get rid of the parks and change the usage. You got rid of the large park and built Lisa Vanderpump's house on it and moved her in. I don't know who that is, but okay. What time are we at? 4 a.m. She's probably not opening the shop at 4 a.m. Hi, Annie. Are you back? Did you step out for a moment? The Church of Scientology did this. Ow. I scratched myself. Good job. Church of Scientology did this. I feel like it's Weatherspoons, right? If you're in the UK. Weatherspoons that just buy up everywhere, convert them. Is there another DLC release coming? Not that I know of. I think there was a leak that there's a new kit or stuff pack or something coming out really soon. Should we just open the business at 5 AM? I'm kind of curious to see who's going to turn up if we run it at 5 AM. Hopefully the employees will function today. Allow access to employees. Allow access to employees. All right, hopefully they're going to behave today. Panya, my dude. Where's our third employee? That wasn't one of the people that died, was it? No, there's two of them. There's loiterer, socializer, customer. She's just not here. Did she die? She one of the people who died when I wasn't paying attention. Looks like it. Okay. We will hire you, random person, and assign you a uniform so I can tell who you are. Hey P1, how you doing today? You'd keep that kitchen locked. They just sit down all day yesterday. This is true. This is true. They are bad employees. Be interesting to see if we have any employee costs today after the mess of yesterday. Answer customer questions. Please go and instruct your staff, Eva. And then let's schmooze. So what do you reckon? Do we build some apartments in like various towns? Like, do we build some smaller ones just to kind of get some stuff ticking across? Or do we try and save a bit of bank and invest in like a large apartment complex? Can anybody remember what the height limit is, like how many stories you can go up? In my head, someone said 7 at one point, but I don't actually remember. Discuss preferences, discuss preferences. Ooh, great game. Oh, all bronze. Very sad. Maybe we should just go back to Nordhaven and build that one central plot. That one large central plot, and just do it like a floor at a time. I don't think that's unreasonable. I think people do that in real life. Kind of populate buildings as they're still being finished. Not super common, admittedly. Amber follow. Thank you very much, Amber. How are you doing today? Also, how's the volume on everything? I always really struggle to know how loud to make the well, everything. Because again, I have my headset super quiet. Quiet. Oh, we have our first sale of the day. Somewhere. This guy. You're welcome. I'm glad you're well. I'm good, thank you. Yeah. Enjoying playing some Sims. Taking a break from playing Sims with constant money troubles and deviating into a character with a bit more bank behind them. Yeah, not gonna lie, part of me kind of just wants to try some more stuff with the new expansion. But the new expansion does seem to be very oriented around lower earnings for sure. I wonder how this gallery would work. Whether... Because as far as I'm aware, there's no restocking on... Is there restocking? I don't think there's restocking on the new pack. So... Did your character may have had a unibrow. That is one of the options. Little Lion Girl, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? Thank you for the sticker, Katie. Hi. Oh no. Ring him up. Ooh, got it just in time. I'm alright, thank you, Katie. How are you? In case you don't see you, good morning, good evening, good night. Oh, that's the point. We were going to, did we just lose that sale? I was ringing him up. What happened? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we were going to watch Truman Show. We were going to do a watch party for Truman Show. Forgot about that. Nice glasses, thank you. Yes, to save my eyes from the strain, having the bright light on. Yeah, the business certainly isn't selling in the numbers that it used to, but she also does have very little charisma compared to previous managers, I guess. What does the blue bar above their heads mean? It's a representation of how likely they are to make a sale. To make a purchase. That's the one. Alexia, thank you for the follow. Little Lion Girl, you finally get to watch your stream. Been seeing me on TikTok for ages, but never had enough time to sit and enjoy. No worries. Nice to have you here. And was that your first message? It was your first message. So you'll now have a little character on the bottom of the screen. Somewhere. They're very small in my preview window. It was a little hard to make anybody out. Yeah, but you can customize them if you'd like. It is my game. Oh, thank you for the sticker again, Katie. We do seem to be stuck in a constant state of sadness, though. Admittedly, not as bad as when we were playing Douglas. He was first. How the gallery works so far? Can people buy the painting, and do your Sims need to have extra painting? No. So this is why the gallery is so horrifically broken. And why we have written the story as it's a fraudulent gallery, because you can sell the same painting over and over and over again. You just have to... Hello, Arthur. Arthur came in, stood at the desk, and then left. Yeah, so you just have to pay a restocking fee. So say you put a 10% price tag. So you buy a painting, or you make a painting that's worth 10,000. You sell it for then 1,100. So you made 1,000 profit. You then have to pay 10,000 to restock it to make another 1,000 profit, and so on and so on. But there are ways of wangling it so you make a lot more money. as you can see. But yes, is why we try only to use the gallery for money when it's villainous characters. But they are also predominantly paintings made by our first sim who got wealthy legitimately, because they were just genuinely selling really high priced paintings. Like, you know, 5,000 plus pretty much every painting. He made a lot of money very quickly when he got good. And now, yeah, and then his son ran the gallery, basically. So it's a whole story. Made a whole drama from the Sims storyline. I definitely think the most dramatic part of the story was yesterday, though. I think that's the first time we've had intentional unaliving. Well, the first time that we know that we've had intentional unaliving. There were some suspicions of it in a previous generation, but that bit actually happened off stream, and you guys still don't know what actually happened. Dun dun. You'll discover it. Why are we not being charged for their wages? What is going on? Like, Sims is so buggy at the moment. Which, considering what game is coming out today / tomorrow, depending on your time zone, really not great. Sorry about the random hi, you stepped out and your 9-year-old decided to leave a little chat. No worries. How much did I earn from what? From that day? And not a huge amount. What I used to do is reset the business to like a fixed value every day. So we'll do that tomorrow. Well, I'll show you what I mean. But usually we'll make, like on a normal day, we'll make about 30,000. But that can go up to about 50. A bad day would be like 15. So, stupid money. That's per day. Yeah. Like a 30,000 per day average. And there are definitely ways to make it higher than that, if you want to make it higher than that, for sure. But I just decided this was an acceptable level of hilariously broken. You make 2k a day with a small business. Oh, when we were running the small business, we were making about 1,500 a day, I think. And that was almost exclusively from mentoring. Oh no, actually no, we were making 2k a day because we were making about, I think, 1,400 from mentoring. And then it was like about $1,000 from the coffee minus the employee costs. But Wanda, this is from Get to Work. It's like the retail stuff rather than the business and hobbies. Though we should turn this into a business and hobbies plot. That's what it was designed for. But then Sims took us in a different direction and we've become a villain, so that happened. Hey Jasmine, how you doing today? Is she... I was going to say, is she eating off food, but no, someone's just left a lactose-free soda. Who... Who's drinking soda with milk in it? Is that a thing? I am a little confused. But yeah, so I still think we're making more money from this than we would from just relying on the money trees, sure. Carbonated milk is pretty popular in Korea. Really? Interesting. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool that they have like different stuff, you know. So, what are we going to use our money on then, folks? Do we start building a town? Do we do up the mansion? Do we start building an apartment complex in Nordhaven? I think they're the three obvious ones. Kind of feels like maybe, yeah, maybe the apartment complex seems like the obvious one because that's helping us generate money. I feel like 200,000 is a relatively good starting point for that. Trying to think about how much realistically we're going to make back from it though, because it won't be a lot. Can anybody remember how many floors you can have? Because I think that may end up being our limiting factor. I'm just going to quickly look up a different stat because I can't remember. Because there's like a certain number of blocks you need to fill. It's 150 blocks. That's okay. Don't use it all. Keep some for the rent. 3 to 4 floors. That low? Oh, I thought it was a lot more than that. Right, I'm just going to let her do her own thing for a sec while I look this up. Sims for number of floors in... Number of floors max. Sure. You can... Oh, you can go 4 up, 4 down, apparently. The ceiling of the 4th floor is the floor of the roof. Feels like going 4 underground though. A maximum of 6 flats. Oh, is there actually a maximum on the flats? Ah. Okay. That's good to know. That's okay. We can work with that. All right, let me just reset our money for the sake of doing this test. We'll run one more day. Excuse me. We'll run one more day and then... Huh? Oh, I'm swap... Oh, guys, save me. Save me. You saw nothing. 2 by their side, 1 at the bottom, and 2 at the top. 2 by their side. 1 at the bottom. 1 at the... 2 at the top. Huh? I'm not following you. Two next to each other are what, like on each floor? Because then you could just have like a ground floor, and then you could, yeah, so you could have like a lobby on the ground floor, right? And then you could just have 3 doubles above that. That's good enough. Are you confused? I was trying to transfer the money. And instead of transferring the money, I was swapping which way I was doing the transfer and then being very confused by the numbers. Short version, I'm not the smartest sometimes. 2 next to each other, 1 on the second floor and 2 on the top. You could have a ground floor with a lobby and business. You can't have the business on the same floor. And then 2 on each floor above. I mean, you could visually have it as though there were businesses, for sure. That would look good. We'll do that. But functionally not, sadly. Yeah, they've not introduced that yet. I get why, but it would be cool. Can't you just change the room settings? Yes, but it kind of needs to like lock to one pack. So you can either have a business and a residential, or you can have the multiple residential. Not both, I think. You always build shared spaces like a gym and a restaurant. Oh, I thought you meant like as an actual business, a like run the business to make money kind of business. I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Hi, Esther. Where's just have meal gone? Cook a grand meal. Sure, cook a grand meal at silly in the morning. Why not? Grand breakfast. Business area could be the basement. Yeah, or we could just style out a cool basement. Like have it a bit run down, have some boxes, put some pipes in there. You know, a little room for her to hide the bodies in. I mean, Oh, she needs to call her tenants. She needs to have some food. Nope, make heirloom. Thank you for sharing the live, by the way. Che? Sure, I'm mispronouncing that. I'm sorry. Okie doke. We're just going to open the... Right, so we're at 30,000. 30,000. We're at 300,000 dead. So let us get into outdoor clothing. And then let's run the business. So what I'm doing is I'm signing all of my staff to answering questions. And what that does is that drives up the customer's want to purchase an item. So that little blue bar above your head, them answering the customer questions helps drive that bar up. So I will then do that as well. But the other things you can do is have them tidy up the shop to keep it from being a mess. You can have them ring up the customers, like make the sales. You can have them fix stuff around the shop, etc. But we can handle that because that doesn't happen a lot. And then we can invest in helping them make the sales. And then because our business has been done really well. Sorry, thank you for the follow, Rebecca. And then because we've leveled up the business a whole bunch, as the owner, we have a bunch of perks that let us so currently we can't make sales. I think we make sales maybe a little faster, but we can restock items faster than the customers can, than the staff can. We also restock cheaper, I think. But like there are a few things that as the owner we do better. So it's generally better to just use the staff to try and drive up this blue bar and drive sales. Hi Plods. How you doing today? Is it a gallery? It is indeed. It is indeed. It's a gallery predominantly made of paintings painted by the second generation of this legacy. We are now on, I guess, technically 8. Yeah, it's been going for a minute. But yeah, we're still trying to drive up these points because we're almost at a perk that will let us make sales faster, which will be very helpful. Because occasionally it gets a little close. Because making the sales, like finalizing the sales, takes a second. And if you, thank you. If you don't make it fast enough, you lose the sale. Drew, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? So which party is this? You mean which pack? This is Get to Work, I think. You're angry you tried to download The Sims 4 on your laptop and it's not having it. Oh no. Any idea why? Sign work task. He is already doing his work. Is there anyone we can schmooze? Oh, it's apparently a relative. I don't know who you are, but okay. But sure. Sure. Why not? They mean the people there. Oh, it's just because we've opened the business, so they're all coming to explore our galleries. Why is Sumac calling? Sure. Creepy, undying woman. It's about 17 years old. That'll do it. Hey Jip, how you doing today? I'm alright, thank you. How are you? Yeah. We're so close. 15 away. 15 away. Right, restock. We need to schmooze this guy if we can. Oh, and actually all three of these. Just gently nudge them. Oh, okay, never mind. Cancel all of that. Where's the sale? Where's the sale? The little kid, of course. That was really funny. When we first opened the gallery, we tried having the like maximum markup, and for a while we were almost exclusively selling to children, which was just weird. I think it's a new laptop job. Yeah, probably. Laptops particularly tend not to age very well. I'll just restock all of these. Ding, made it. And now we can do, right, faster checkouts. That is definitely the highest one, which guarantees a customer will purchase an item. Yeah, see, I don't know if that's better. That's not going to help us if the checkouts take ages. Let's go for the fast checkouts first. We'll see how this treats us. And then let's keep schmoozing. Yeah, so the close a deal option, if it is successful, then they try to buy something immediately. Otherwise, it massively hinders you. Are my builds on the gallery? Some of them are. This one isn't yet. Do I recommend getting The Sims pet dogs and cats? If you like animals, then yeah. But yeah, some are on the gallery. This one isn't yet. I can try. Congrats on the release date for my game. Thank you, Jip. Thank you. Oh, wait. Yeah, I know. It's like less than 2 weeks. It's a little bit scary. I'll be grand. I'll be grand. Try not to think about it, to be honest. Happens when it happens. But I will be doing it on stream, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. Like, it's right at the start of my streaming week. Am I excited? Yeah, I am excited. I am also just nervous because if there's like really problematic bugs that I've not noticed, or you know, there's a sudden influx of people on the stream, or do you know what I mean? And obviously people on the internet can be not the nicest sometimes. So I'm a bit worried that if people don't like the game, etc., etc. My game is on Steam, It's only on Steam because it's tied to Steam's achievements and leaderboards and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, you can wishlist it already. Right, how much faster is this checkout? Whoa, that is a lot faster. Okay. That's a very significant improvement in checkout speed. I actually wasn't expecting it to be that good. Ring up. Inzoi is going to be way better than this. You think? I'm glad that it's, you think it's going to be good for you. I think it's a different kind of game. You were just about to ask where he was. Yeah, just wandering around, as he always does. He just does his own thing. He is, after all, a cat. That is how that works. You think so, don't you? No, not for what I'm after. I think it has the potential to be a really good game. I think it fulfills a different niche to Sims. So I think for some people, inevitably, Inzoi is going to be better. And I think for some people, Inzoi is going to be worse. And I don't think that's because the game is better or worse than Sims. I think it's just different. Because so do you remember when people couldn't stop comparing Minecraft and Terraria? Or Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row? Or, I don't know, Gran Turismo and Burnout. Like, yes, they are kind of vaguely in the same genre, but they're what you are doing in the game, what the enjoyment factor is, how it is entertaining you, are wildly different. And I feel like that's the same with Inzoi. I think comparing the two, I get why people are comparing the two, but I do think they are different genres of game. And obviously the art style is a big thing. So for a lot of people, they just really do or really don't like the art style, which is fine. And I think that's good. I think regardless, I think it is good that there is more competition. Yeah, see, I just tried to close the deal and that backfired. But there you go. See, we've made 40,000 today. I can't remember who was asking now. True, very good example. I don't remember what example. I can't remember what it said. But yeah, competition is good. Competition drives everything. The more competition there is within a genre, the better the genre tends to be. And Sims has been in that kind of life sim vaguely genre by itself for too long. So it's good that there are other games coming out in the same space. There you go. So we actually restocked everything properly. We had a blanket money coming in. So if this had worked, there would be 150, 8,000. There would have been about 1,000, a negative 1,000 to 2,000 ish for the employee salaries. So this should be about 1,000 less. But you can see, really good money. I'm not cheating. I'm not modding. There's no bug abuse. This is just a weird mechanic in the game that allows for this. But yeah, story-wise, this absolutely feels like cheating, which is why we've only done it on 2 characters, because it's feels fraudulent. Something about the Inzoi art style you find creepy. You prefer the Sims cartoon. Yeah, I prefer this. It's gentle, it's soft. I'll try it at some point, but I'm not bored with Sims, so why would I buy a new game? How people compared Minecraft and Terraria. Yeah. Wildly different games. But on the surface, it's like, well, you mine in both. You fight monsters in both. You build in both. They're both pixely. Totally the same, right? Totally the same. Happens all the time, though. But as I said, competition is good. We may not see it for a minute, but it should only end well for everybody. We can hope, at least. We can hope. Okay, so we don't have a huge amount of money. I can't remember. I think it was about 200,000 we need to leave in the business to cover costs. So we can afford to take out a big chunk of money. So that leaves us 374,000 to build the apartment complex. Which I think we can do. I think that's not unreasonable. Just trying to compare it to some of the other things that we build. I think just shy of 400,000 should be enough. We may have to make a few sacrifices, but that's okay. And we can start doing it upright, and like as long as we can get one of the units going. You're off, no worries. Thank you for stopping by, Annie. We'll check in tomorrow. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm actually taking the next 2 days off, so I won't be back until Tuesday. Gonna be the longest I've not streamed since I started streaming again. But yeah, that's how it's lined up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm going on a little trip. It will be weird not streaming for a couple of days, but such is life. Such is life. Oh, how fun. What do we owe how funning to? Right, do we have any money from the money tree? I can't remember how often the money tree makes money. Okay, but so there's no more money in the money tree currently. That's okay. So she could, like, we could sell some bits here if we needed to. But I don't think we need to. I think we just try and do it at 370,000. I think 370,000 is going to be an okay number. I'm just trying to think, like, 4 stories worth of apartment complexes, fairly large apartment complexes, can we get for 350-ish is probably a better number. I think so. I think we would probably do it for that. I think it should be quite a bit under that. I think we should be able to do it for under 200,000. Yeah, I'm hopeful. Hello, Kirsty. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. You've joined just as we're going to take a short break. I do 3-minute breaks every hour to get up and have a stretch and refill my drink. So yeah, 3-minute break, and then we will continue with some simming, where we will be starting to build a new apartment complex in Nordhaven, in the area of a new expansion. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Cool. Back in 3 minutes. Here I'm back. Hello, everyone. It is kitty o'clock. You want to say hi? No. He's my best boy. That's the mic. Okay, you wanting up? He's not wanting up. Is he wanting down? Is he about to destroy the camera? Arthur, what are you doing? You missed him. Aw. Well, I'm sure he missed you too. Yeah, you coming up? No? Just having a little sit down. He's just having a little sit down. Okay. Okay, buddy. Oh, he just gave me a lovely little kiss. You're a cutie, aren't you? There you are. What are you doing? I'd put the cat cam on, but I don't even think you'll see him. I think he's like under the hammock. You have 3, but they're all ignoring you, yeah? Kiara, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? Whoops. You alright, buddy? Why aren't you in your hammock? He's a little sleepy. A bit of a dozy boy. What are you doing? I think he wants snacks. I think that's what he wants. I think he's come because I'll also give him snacks on stream to try and bait him onto the camera sometimes. But a lot of the time he just comes on camera by himself. Doesn't need me. He always wants snacks. He always wants tuna. It is not a joke that if we open a tin of tuna in the kitchen, he meows in a way that he literally only meows for tuna. I think he's off. And he's off. Okay. He's done with the tension for now. Bless him. Okay, so purchasing some rental property. Residential retail, buy residential retail. Why did that not work? I'm just going to save. Why is the button not doing anything? Is there a limit on how many residential retails you can have? Residential rentals limit. 99, apparently. Your cat literally screams for tuna. Mine makes the cutest sound. I've got a recording of it. What business am I running? What do you mean? Why is this not working? Can we do it from her phone? Order, delivery, split household and move. Buy residential rental. There we go. So she runs a gallery. We have previously done all sorts though. Okay, so we were going back to Nordhaven to buy the plot next to our previous one. Over here. Nice big plot that we need to try and style match to the existing ones. Purchase as a residential rental. Yes. Here's hoping this works. Am I playing the new expansion? Actually, well, technically, both yes and no. This is a lot in the new expansion world, which we've been slowly populating. So this was an empty lot that we filled over here. And now we're going to build a big apartment complex or something in this space. Okay, so we need to figure out dimensions first and foremost. Yeah, we tried doing the businesses from the new pack. It was fun. Like, I enjoyed doing the businesses from the new pack. But we try and let the story kind of write itself rather than forcing the story. And the story kind of pulled us away from that for a little bit. So we will see. Lily, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? Okay, so it needs to be like how big? 10 by 10 is 100. 13 by 13 is 13,900, 159. So roughly speaking, a 13 by 13, I think. Counting time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 by 13. Did I do that maths correctly? 13 times 13, 159. Am I going mad? I'm alright, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I think, in terms of a square size, that is how big it needs to be counted as the largest size of unit. I reckon we can quite easily build a house in that. I don't even think we need to build an apartment complex, you know. I think we could literally just build 6 houses on this lot. You don't know you have dyscalculia? You're getting overwhelmed by you asking. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Blessing follow. Thank you very much, Blessing. Also nice name. Yeah. Okay, so we could just go for having 6 houses. So if we're doing 6 houses, we could split them across. Right, let's just have a look at what buildings we've already got here. So businesses, probably housing, and then we've got R1. Okay. Okay. Currently what I'm thinking is we do multi-story terraced houses the whole way along the back. And then we have a park out the front, because look, we've got a car park here, right? So we've got the car parks for their house, and they come and get into the house through the back of the house. The front of the plot is like public garden space, because that's where the seafront is. So we can then have the side of the house that the car park is on having like normal windows, like arched windows and kind of big brick facades maybe. And then the front we can have the modern big glass panes, so a nice view out over the ocean. We could also do the inverse of what we've done here, and have so we can have this kind of brick pattern along the bottom floor, and then the big glass pane houses on a higher floor like they've got up here. Okay, so if we're going to do this across multiple floors, can anybody remember what the size of this unit was? 50 by 40. Okay, so I'll do the maths in my head for your sake. 8. Okay, so I think 1, 2. Whoops. Okay, so for argument's sake, we'll just make these square for now. 1, 2, 3. For argument's sake, I'm just going to make this square. I don't like this. You're excited for this bit. What do you mean, Jasmine? What's my favorite pack? Sorry, I forgot to answer that. My favorite pack is probably For Rent for doing stuff like this. And then business and hobbies. I think that this is the most boring way that we could have used this plot. I think there should be... We have enough space that we could build 6 wildly different houses. We have enough space that we could build houses and shops. We don't have to use all the shops. But bear in mind that some people might want to take this from the gallery. if we build a mix of houses and shop fronts, and then people can build which of those they want to build, or like use which of those they want to build. Barbie, have I played Sims? I have indeed played Sims 3, yes. What if you separated them a little throughout the plot? Yeah, currently that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide whether I want to go down the having shops idea or not. I'm also trying to decide on a theme. I'm trying to decide on whether to have it look the same or different from the existing plots. So whether to match it style-wise. I think I probably want to match it style-wise, which is a limiting factor, I feel, and then does kind of encourage us to go vertically. What we could do then is do 3 semi-detached houses. There are so many options and I cannot make up my mind. Hey, Mona. Right, let's set it to afternoon. Okay. A little bit overwhelmed with choice right now. Trying to decide how to play this, because we have a lot of really good options. Where was the brick that we use? I feel like it was under stone, no? Is it that one? Don't think so. So that does look like this outer edge one, which is this one. I mean, that does look vaguely similar. Cushiony concrete. No, but what was the one that we actually used? That one. That was the one we actually used. Was it that color though? I feel like that looks too light. I think that's the one we used. Okay. Okay. You like watching Sims creators for inspiration? It'd be better if I was actually doing something and not just getting myself stuck. Kerry, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Where is this plot? It is right in the middle of Nordhaven, which is the area from the new expansion. Okay, that is frustratingly squint. Okay, so we were lining... How did we do this? We were using that as path, largely in halves. and breaking it up with brick of this description. Maybe. Was it hatched brick? No, I think it was this brick. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. And if any of you have any suggestions, please don't hesitate. Right, so it's going to have to be squint. I don't think there's any way around that because it's going to look ridiculous otherwise. Whoa. Keep forgetting what the controls are. Okay. So let's just take it down to here, save for now. Again, just... I mean, this one is vaguely more straight. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. In case that wasn't obvious. I am just going with the first idea that comes into my head. And we will see where this turns out. Oh, great game. Okay. So if we've done it as a 3, I'm not sure I like that. Can we have this in a slightly darker grey? No. Can have it in a much darker grey. Oh, not really what I'm after. Okay, well that's small. Oh, it's smaller bricks, but we can't darken it. That's too dark. Yeah, but that one is predominantly bricks lined with something else. That is a good point. We could put a water feature in. That might break this area up a bit. Although there is already a water feature there, so maybe that's overkill. Okay, I'm feeling like abandoning the slabs currently might be the best option. Trying to find a decent, like, base. Does anybody, like, is anybody even vaguely following what I'm trying to achieve here? Or am I just looking a bit crazy right now? Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, good grief. Okay. Okay. Make that work. Right, how wide is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wide. There, this is wider than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's mildly infuriating. Okay. Question is, do we have it squint like this? Or do we just... I think it being squint is going to irritate me. So I think we just intentionally make it more squint so that it doesn't look like it's supposed to be straight. You're just here for the vibes. Oh, thank you. You feel like you see the vision. Glad someone does. Yeah, because the alternative is we just like go over here, right? We just do a path down here and just scrap all of this. Because then it doesn't need to line up with this. That's a good point though. We could also just make it thin. I feel like it wouldn't be thin though. I am now thinking that a fountain in the middle would be a good idea. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's the middle that way. Okay, so that's the middle. What if you used the landscaping tool to make pebble paths? We could, but I was starting with the area being a little more built up, and then I was going to kind of build down around it, if that makes sense. Okay. Currently not crazy sold on this idea, but gonna stick with it for a minute. Oh goodness me, that made me jump. Sensei Rory, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? CJ followed. Thank you, CJ. What am I making? I am designing an area in one of the large plots in the new DLC, or trying to be more precise. Kind of frustrating that it's like black or white. There's like no like calm gray. Is mildly frustrating, but we will deal. I'm also not sure how much I like it being squint. But first idea, best idea, right? So we will stick with that. We will make this work. We will find a way to make this interesting. Not gonna second guess it. You're not too bad. Good, I'm glad. I'm alright, thank you, Sensei Rory. What would you like me to call you? And also, if you're new here, which I believe you are, then you should have a little character on the screen somewhere. You're back. What did you miss? We are trying to build a new... We were going to go for a housing complex, but we're now thinking an apartment complex on the new in the new town. Well, a mix of houses and shops is the plan. Plan is not going super well currently. What world is this? It's called Nordhaven. It's the new one. You're missing out on Pico. You are. If you're not playing the games. Okay, let me just corner these off for a sec. So these are our current borders, like natural borders for houses. Well, sorry, for buildings, not necessarily for houses. Okay, so this side seems too large, so that feels like it needs breaking up with something else. But what is the something else? That is the question. Oops. Okay. Let's just sort this path. Sort this path, sort this, sort these borders. Quickly. Right. Okay. How are we feeling about this? I think this is okay. In my head, what I'm thinking currently is shops on the bottom floor. You know what? I'm gonna draw walls for what I'm thinking. I think it's gonna be easier to explain that way. So I'm thinking that we use like this section as shops. So you've got shops all along the front here. And then shops along the front here. And then sorry. Bedoodle, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? Seconding Victor's question. It's Nordhaven. Mm-hmm. It's the newest world, Nordhaven. And then again, like a shop there. And then shop here. There and there, maybe. Okay, so it kind of feels like we should follow the pattern and there be shops there. This is the awkward split here. Okay. Right, can we designate? Right, we're going to use colors to designate stuff just so you can see what I'm talking about. If I can remember how to do this. Create unit. Okay, why can we not see the outlines? Huh? Why are we not seeing the outlines? That was weird. Okay. We'll catch up on chat. You like it? Thank you, Mandy. Give up, keep going. Thank you. Hello, King Jallo. How you doing today? Yeah, the little guys. It's my game. The link is in chat if you want to know how to use them. Have I tried it in Zoe? Nope, and I'm not going to be. What type of shops are you thinking? Absolutely no idea. I'm not that far yet. This is in Nordhaven. Good evening, Sir Reggie. How you doing today? Marzankaplo? Thank you for the follow. How you doing today? Okay. But right, now that we've got the colors working, this unit is currently hidden. Huh? This unit is currently hidden. Would you like to unhide it? Yes. Okay. Right. So, this is my thinking. In fact, you know, we only really need those those colors. Just for arguments. Oh, okay, we need to leave one of them being blue. We'll put that one as blue. Okay. So the red is where I see... Oh, no. Yeah. So red is where I see the shops being. Which is that. I think that makes sense. You've already subbed and liked. Thank you very much. Yeah, despite me resetting everything, YouTube notifications are still not working. So, yeah, that's fun. This is called Lighthouse Point. It's in the top left section of Nordhaven. Oh, do you mean where am I? Like, me personally. I'm in England. Christina followed. Thank you very much, Christina. How are you doing today? Yeah, so this is my current thinking. Because that gives you a nice ring of shops by the kind of central park area. I am wondering whether we should open up like a park section. Shady Nasty, nice name. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Hey Hannah, how you doing? Jasmine, you have to run, but thank you for keeping you company. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. What would be on the outside of the shops? What do you mean, Lily? You can't stick around today. You're doing some uni work. No worries, Hannah. Life comes first. Fixer, thank you for the follow. I'm alright, thank you, Hannah. Yeah. So... I don't know if this is just too much. I'm also wondering about having outside space for the shops. So, because it would be nice to have some seated areas out the front here, right? How am I doing what? Rooms that aren't highlighted, what will they be? Houses or access to houses? Maybe make dedicated shop corners and the other two spaces apartment blocks. Yeah. That could work. Showing buildings with those lines. It's part of for rents. Yeah. Can you have rental, residential, and rental businesses? Not on... Oh, so yes, but you can't have residential rentals. Rental, residential, rental businesses. So if can you use the for rent and business and hobbies on the same lot? No, is the answer, frustratingly. Otherwise, that is 100% what we would be doing. Hi, Arthur. My cat has decided it's his moment. Oh, and now he's immediately wandered away. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. 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 Come on then, I know what you want. Sorry, we've been hijacked. But yeah, so what I will do is I will style it so that you could use them for either. So you could use it as rental properties, you could use it as a place to come and set up a business, and then I'll whack it on the gallery and you can convert it into whatever you actually like it to be. But yeah, I will need to use it as for rent for me. So cute cat. Oh, he is unbelievably cute. I'm gonna steal him for a second so you can see him. Whoa, that was a jump and a half. Oh, goodness me, you're getting heavy, boy. This is Arthur. He is 13 months. He is a big chunk. Bear in mind, I'm 6 foot. He's not a small cat. He is a ragdoll. He is the cutest of the ragdolls. He also wants to be free. And I'm now covered in cat hair. Goodness me, I really am covered in cat hair. Oh, one sec. I was just trying to get the cat hair off you. No, trying to get your cat hair off me. Even. He's so needy. Oh, a YouTube notification came through. Thank you, Rory. How you doing today? I'll do. Now they just need to have one that's not horrible to run across your mouth so you can get all the cat hair out of your face. But he's the best boy though. He's adorable. He chose me though. Like it was absolutely him choosing me and not the other way around. He wasn't even the cat that I went to visit. And he just came up and purred on me straight away, didn't you? And then you chased me around the room for about 10 minutes while purring the whole time. And then he came up and curled on my lap. And I was like, well, I guess I am your human now. Okay. So the suggestion you had said was that we have these two lower ones as the shops and the other ones as the apartment complexes, which I think is a pretty good idea. But in my head, what I'm thinking is great game, is if you are down here as a sim, right, in the middle of this courtyard, would you be wanting to see a mix of shop fronts and house fronts, or do you want to be seeing just shop fronts? It's the same reason why I thought to put all shop fronts along this side. Because bear in mind, the shops will only be on the bottom and there'll be houses above it. The other thing that I was thinking was that it would be nice to have concealed entrances to the apartments. It's an entirely unnecessary feature, but I think it would look cool. What are you doing, Arthur? You're too cute. Because you're getting in the way, but you're too cute for me to do anything about. You want to go up on your bed? You're going, whoa. He's going for my hand. One second. One second. I can just put the camera on. Oh yeah, it did come up. There we go. Cat cam. And hopefully he'll keep himself amused for a minute. What was I saying? Doors, yes. So what would be cool to do is say have this section here as being just like a single door at the front that then goes to stairs up to the apartment. Do you know what I mean? But I feel that for that to work, it needs to be between shop fronts. Marzanka, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? You alright, Arthur? You off? Careful. Big jump. You okay, buddy? Okay. Yeah, sorry. So for that to work, it needs to be like between shop fronts like this, right? Yeah, we don't want there to be too many things. Still think there should be an outdoor section down here. So if there's going to be an outdoor section, this needs to come in by an absolute minimum of 2, I would say. But if we take it in by like that, maybe, then that gives us a space of 4. That gives us a space of 4 outside. Right, let me just show you what I mean. Sorry, I'm aware I'm doing a lot of talking without really explaining what I'm talking about. Interesting. There's a festival going on at the moment. Right, so I wouldn't leave it like this, but... Oh, let's not do it that way then. Having these areas as like outdoor seating, right? For like restaurants or cafes. Maybe make less long and put the outside space to the side. What do you mean? Hey Sophie, thank you for following. You missed loads of streams. What were you building today? We're trying to figure out how to make an interesting apartment complex. Well, I guess it's just... I don't even know what to call it at this point. I feel we just got really hard into like investment building. It's quite a stark deviation. But so what I was thinking, Kenny, was doing like this, right? Of doing these long builds then rather than front to back. And then just having like entrances on either side, I think was what I was thinking. So if you have outdoor spaces rather than to split the shops in half, because otherwise we're going to end up with a million shops. And actually, the logical place to put this is going to be here, right? What is that? 6. That's 6. That's also 6. Okay, that's unhelpful. That's 5. That's 7. I mean, some variation in size is probably a good thing. So let's put the... Okay, we'll just put it there for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's like that. Looks insane. Still a lot of shops. It's a lot of shops. I am very seriously questioning myself. Okay, so we could do... We could do more outdoor space. Shops, staff room, toilets, etc. Yeah. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe having it as like 2... Okay, so because also this wouldn't take up the whole, so I mean arbitrarily say there's that's the space you need for the ladder, right? So oops. We can have it as good grief. Have it as that. Maybe. I mean, we can get a bit creative with the like shapes, right? Because we can do like this. We got two on either side there, and then maybe just one in each corner. And then, yeah, as you said, we could do like employee spaces and stuff as well to kind of pad it out. This has turned into quite a large build quite quickly. Whoops. Right, lovely people of the stream. I'm going to take my 3-minute break. I will be back in 3 minutes. Thank you very much for the follow. Deloud. Yeah, back in 3 minutes. Be right back. Hello. I wonder whether the best thing to do is to just build one of the things and then backtrack from that. Yes. So you guys can pick, where are we starting? Do we start ocean side or do we start land side? Start with that decision. And then we'll figure it out from there. Is my nose itchy? Whoa, ooh, Talia. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? Hello, dear. Hello, Roger. You would say car park side, and then you have more space to do any outdoor bits facing the water. Okay. So, do we just... Okay, left or right? Do we start left or right? Hi, Arthur. Hi. Always has to be involved. Flip a coin. We'll just go with left. Hello, Amelia. How you doing today? Okay. Well, the question is then, do we just have shops covering the whole of the ground floor? That's the first question to ask. Or do we have some houses on the ground floor? What am I building? We're building... This whole area was an open plot, and it's going to be a mix of shops and houses. It is designed for our money-hungry character to get some money from. Mixture gives... Well, so there will be houses on the top floor, on the second floor up anyway. It was just whether some of its house at the bottom was the question. Okay, so why don't we have a row of houses at the back? So this line here can be oops, that's not walls, that was fences. This row at the back can be houses. And then to... Wait, how do I then do... Yeah, we're going to need to do some maths at some point. How did I get it pink? So this is part of for rent. And it allows us to designate different areas as different buildings. Which is how we've done that. Right, so I'm going to move them this way by 1. Oh no, we don't need to do that there. Sorry, we said we were going to start with 1. We'll just start with 1. Okay, so we're going to start with here. And I'm going to start with trying to see if we can get the very abrupt stairs to work. Because that's the first thing I want to know, whether we can do it or not. Yes, we can. Okay, sweet. Now we need to learn how much space we actually need for that. Because I'm presuming... Yeah, so technically that's all the space we need, right? Okay, cool. So, with that in mind... That in mind, that gives us this shape behind it. That's okay. We can work with that. We can work with that. Yeah, so you can designate them each as different plots. So say we wanted 3 different houses or 5 different. So you can see each one's a different color to designate that it's part of a different rental unit. We will be properly sorting this out later on, but for now we were just using pink to show where we are going to leave space for shops. Okay, so in my head, what we're going to do, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. What are we going to do? How are we going to split this up? We need 6 apartments somewhere. I think the ground floor is not going to be big enough. I don't think the ground floor is going to make our number. Well, right. We need to check that, because if the ground floor makes the number, then we know where the 6 are. 1, 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2, 4, 6. 18 times 6. I can't be bothered to do that maths. 108 plus 2, 4, 6. 8, 2, 4, 6. 48. Okay, so that's large enough. So this is all one house. I reckon that's bigger. Okay, so that's cool. So that's what the pattern is. Okay. Is anyone starting to see this coming together? Okay, so that's house number 1. This is house number 2. Confusingly, we now need to set all of the ones we designated as shops as not shops. These stairs are, this plot is going to be for number 1, 2. Oh no, wait. Maybe it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Which way? We're going clockwise or anti-clockwise? We should go anti-clockwise, right? No, we should go clockwise. So 1, 2, and then. Oh, I'm so confused. 1, 2. 2 should be above, right? So that would be 2. And this would be 3. And then this would be 4. And then 5 and 6 would be above these. So this would then be 5. This is confusing me. Right, shared. And this would then be 6, which I'm presuming. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, that's our 6. We're all good. Are these apartments? Yeah, the plan is to have the apartments above the shop fronts. You love how I'm just simming without a plan. Is there really any other way? Crazy Fish Lady, thank you for the follow. Nice name. Okay, right, we're going to continue just dropping these staircases down. With no, we're not paying super attention to where they are or like how even they are, because let's be honest, if it's a bit weird, if it's a bit arbitrary, it makes it more interesting. So we will just roll with the placements of these. No, down is that. What we need to do is grab this, take that in by 1. Okay, Okay. Okay. Right. Then up here, we're just going to quickly throw the... Oh, you know what? They don't actually need to be the same shape up here, do they? Hmm. Doesn't need to be the same shape up here. We could have a... 1, 2, maybe 2. 3 was my first instinct. We'll go with 3. We could have a kind of internal roof on, like, roofed area. Or just a balcony, I guess. It does not show a donation button. What do you mean? Maybe I'm just not a big enough streamer for it to have a donation button on YouTube. What am I building? I'm building a set of apartments in and around a set of shops. A little bit confusing. Haley, thank you for the follow. And for the sticker, thank you. Okay, so we were doing 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whoop, that's not the right place. This does just look like absolute chaos right now. I am aware. Compare this with the cute little country gallery that we made. This is like big industrial complex. I am now slightly worried that we're not going to have enough money for this. I wasn't originally budgeting for doing shops. Right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. That outside space is also 4, but we'll come back to that. This is 2. This is 5. And this is 6. Sweet. That's it. Super pretty looking, right? Trust the process. Got no other choice at this point. I am not liking the balcony. We're going to leave it be for now. Can you upload a shell of it to the gallery? I mean, I'll upload this to the gallery. I'm not going to upload it as it is. I mean, would you really want it as it is? Vicky followed. Thank you very much, Vicky. Okay, so let's just start with house number 1. Right, let's just whack some brick on the outside. Masonry. It was the soft brick. This one. Apart from... We were going to do the modern thing, right? So...
Save your game.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Amelia.
Hydrate.
You like the shape? Oh, sure. Okay. Save. I will just save this. I will call it shell layout. I'm just going to save it for now. You're going to sleep? No worries, E-Bag. Sleep well. Hey, Suzanne. Do you know about the mother? I do, but we don't cheat. It's part of this playthrough. Everything has to be done legit. If I don't have enough money to finish this build, it doesn't get finished. For better or worse. Right, it was this color. Right, we're just going to quickly drown everything in brick. just because we're setting a tone. Cool. Ooh, made me jump. Jam ham meat. Nice name. How you doing? This would stress you out. How come? Also, I like the fact that Sam has joined. Hi, Sam. I'm Sam. I got too happy about that. I'm sorry. Okay, so where's the entrance going to be? Would you want the entrance to be on a side street? To be fair, we could actually designate more space. No, I like the narrow little corridor up. We're gonna stick with the narrow corridor up. Though we could move it 2 back and then move the stair. No, we're gonna stick with the weird space. I feel like the door should be either here on the left or here on the right. It's whether the doors for the 2 apartments should be next to each other or apart from each other. The left, you think? Oh, the money situation. I mean, we've got 300,000. We don't need to get it all done. Remember? So as long as we can get like 1, maybe 2 of the apartments done, that'll start giving us some money. And then we can come and finish the others at some other point. Okay, we're just gonna keep using like really basic doors for now. We will sort the finer details later on. I think probably like over here, kind of as far away from the shop front as possible is my instinct. I'm also kind of wondering whether to just like put it here or 1, 2, 3, like here, so they can have windows around it. That's quite a large entranceway. 1, 2. It gives them their own entrance to make it their own, flower boxes, etc. That is true. Addy Oblivion? Thank you for the follow. How you doing today? Chardonnay, thank you for sharing. Okay, we'll start with this. Right, so let's start with windows. Let's start with windows and backtrack from windows, I think. Because the pattern around here is absolutely that the windows are uniform. So maybe we should be doing this black brick. But yeah, the pattern is absolutely uniform windows. I guess you wouldn't want those kind of windows on the ground floor if you are right next to shops. Is there a way to watch this back? There absolutely is. My VODs are available on Twitch for 2 months, and all of my streams go onto my YouTube. How long am I going to stream? We're actually pretty close to the end of my stream. I have been streaming for 3 hours already. So yeah. Feels like there should be more windows than that. it's a start. Just spacing these vaguely evenly. Yeah, and then it gets a little bit more complicated to evenly space stuff after that. Okay. Because yes, now we have to try and do this section. So first things first, let's try every 2. I could try and math out how to do this correctly the first time round, but I'm just winging it. Every 2. There you go. Every 2. Every 2. I'm lost. That's 2. 2. 2. Oh, Sims doesn't make this easy to read, does it? That works. 2, 2, 2. No. Okay. Okay, what if we do 2 with... Okay, 2's just straight up not going to work here. That is infuriating. Why is that not lining up? It's two gap in the middle and a 1.5 either side. I think we have to make do with a bad job. Do I do streamatons? Pardon? Perfect, you're heading off and we'll catch up. No worries, thank you, Sophie. Ria, thank you very much for the follow. Evening all, Guarid, you're joining just as I'm closing up for the day. Yeah, we will continue with this madness next week. So for those who are new here, I stream usually 5 days a week, Tuesday to Saturday from 4 till 7, so it's 7 o'clock now in my time zone. Although our clocks go forward this weekend, so that's going to be fun to try and everybody adjust to that. Have a nice break. Thank you, Jem. It's been lovely. Thank you. And yes, so usually I would be streaming tomorrow and Saturday, but I'm going on holiday, so there won't be another stream until Tuesday now. Although I might... Nah, I'm just going to take a break. I'm just going to take a break. Because I've got a game coming out on Steam in less than 2 weeks. So I just need a bit of a mental breather so I can prepare myself for that. For anybody that's interested, it's coming out on Steam. You can search it, Samly, and it'll be the one at the top. It's called Samly's Merge. Yeah, we will be releasing it live on stream and playing some of it on the release day. So that'll be fun. Yep, you can find my social links below. I now have a working Linktree button on TikTok, and you can find the link in the description on every other platform. And yes, all that is left is for me to see if any of my list is on today. No, of course. Been really unlucky this week. No one's been online. But yeah, cool. Hi, Player 150. You joined just as I'm closing up for today. So yeah, feel free to come and chat with us on Discord, as where we play games and chat and watch stuff outside of the stream. And of course, you can find me on all the various other social medias. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. Nice, restful weekend. And I will see some of you wonderful people again on Tuesday. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Thank you for the follow.